Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Stop and breathe when things are going bad. Stop and breathe. I'm going to tell you what. There's always going to be some time when we just get overwhelmed. Like things are just going crazy. It's just like, man, like everything hitting at once. Y'all ever have those days where things just hit at once? And you just like, man, what am I going to do? What's going on and everything? Stop and breathe. Practice it with me. Just stop. In fact, stop and breathe several times. See, here's the thing, though, and there's a science behind just stopping and breathing because, okay, when we get upset, when stuff is going on, what happens? Our adrenaline starts to pump. We're ready to take action. You're going to take some type of action. You're going to have a fight or flight response. That's how it is. It's like we either going to run from the problem, so you need to have that energy to run, or you're going to fight the problem. You definitely need that energy to fight, even if the fight is mental. Like you're going to want to solve it, or it's going to overwhelm you or something. Either way, you're going to be upset. You're going to be breathing different. Your blood pressure is going to go up and stuff. So when stuff happens and everything's overwhelming, you just feel overwhelmed. Stop and breathe. Indeed, you might have to take several breaths. You know, it's interesting because the elders knew something. You know, they might not have had the same education, the science. They couldn't Google anything. But when it was a serious problem, they'd be like, let me sleep on it. Or they'll sit back and chill. And then they'll just relax their mind. And then, you know what? You get calmer. You know, you that fight or flight response like dies down. You're not ready to fight, but you're not ready to run either. Then you can start thinking clear. Because when things are going wild, crazy, like you want to solve it and your mind is just going at a clip, but you still need to solve it. But if you just stop, breathe. Indeed, I've talked about this before, but you know I repeat stuff on here, and I'm going to keep repeating it. If it helps someone, so be it. But, you know, think about it. Like if you stop, you can still solve the problem. You can think clear. Because when you upset or something, you're thinking immediate, and then maybe 1,000 thoughts are going in your mind. When you stop and breathe, when you stay calm, maybe when you take a rest, maybe go for a walk or something. When you clear your mind, then you're open for multiple possibilities. One of the main things is you can see the problems as they happen. Let's put a number on some of the things. You just bopping along, but you got 10 things that's happened all at once. Everything's happening all at once because you know how it goes. All right. And you're like, well, if I solve this, but you got to solve this. No. Don't just stop and breathe. Breathe several times. Go take a nap. Walk around. Go take a walk or something. And then, you know, just relax your mind. Don't even think about the problem unless it's something you have to solve right there on the spot. But unless it's something you have to solve on the spot, man, just take your time. Walk around. Chill out. Right? Chill out. Because then this is what you do. This is what you do. You can see the problems. You can see it better. And then you can just put the problems into the priority. Like I say it's 10 things. You can say, okay, first let me put them in order. Let me put them in order. Now, how you put them in order, some people might say, well, let's start off the hardest first. Some people might say, let's solve the easiest first. Whatever you choose to do, still put them in order. And then you can think about each solution to each problem. You could say, okay, I need to solve this right away. You know, maybe not on the spot, but it was like, okay, this is something I need to take care of. Let me see what I can do. And then you might have the second problem after that. It was like, well, you know, I don't need to solve it as quick. I can wait. Okay, let me put that to the back burner. Let me put one of these other ones to the front. And then so on and so on. All of a sudden, you solve every problem. And it's like, wait a minute. And indeed, I'm going to tell you what's something deep. Sometimes something can look like a problem and it's not. it might introduce you to some path that you need to take, you know? But you're not going to get to that point of solving it unless you stay calm. That's why you got to stop and breathe. That's where you got to stop and breathe. You got to be at peace. Like I said, the elders, you throw a bunch of stuff at them. They'd be like, let me sleep on it. Then they wake up, boom. Like I've had that. Like I've learned from the elders. Yeah, I have a formal education, but I still remember lessons that my elders taught me. And there's been many a time I have a problem. And I say, you know what? It's not important right this second. Let me go to sleep. Then I would get up in the morning, and I wake up real early, and I'm like, the solution is right there. The solution is right there. Because I'm gonna tell you something now, and this is why that sleeping on it was actually a good idea. When you sleep, and if you can get to sleep, unless it's a problem that you can't sleep, then that's another issue. That's when you really need to stop and breathe. But if you can go to sleep, you'll wake up, especially if you go to sleep and that thing's in the back of your mind. Shoot, you might have a dream or something or whatever, but your mind is clear in the morning. Like the best time to really write down ideas, and as a writer, even do some writing, do a lot of stuff is in the morning. I do most of my work in the morning. It's like, you haven't gone out, you ain't burdened by everything you've gone through that day. Now, that's just one way. For other people, you might say, okay, Rom, you know what? It's hard for me to sleep like that. Let me just stop and breathe. Somebody else might say, you know what? I need to meditate. Another person might say, let me just take a walk. Whatever the case, because the problem's always going to come, but the best way to solve it is if you're doing so with a peace of mind. With a peace of mind. That's the most important thing that you want to do. Okay? That's the most important thing, because things are going to come. You want to put yourself in the best position to deal with them. And it's a lifetime thing. It doesn't stop. You might have fewer problems than the next person, but you still have something. It's just as long as we live, It could be something like, I don't know, something happened with your car. Indeed, I've gotten to the point, even when it seemed like an immediate emergency, I stay calm, automatically go into a calm state. And then it's like, oh, it's there. It could be something as simple as like, where are my keys? And if you just say, wait, man, I'm going to stay calm. Boom, boom. Okay, here they are. So I want y'all to really think about that, really work. And it takes practice. Trust me, it takes practice. But it's a practice that's worth it. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I want everyone to keep rising. Peace and blessings.